do I protect myself from what Allah said He's going to test us with? Now the sadness comes because you lost a child. It's normal sadness. The sadness comes because you lost something. True sadness should be when you've missed your obligation up unto Allah. When you missed your obligation unto Allah, you missed Fajr, you should be very sad that day. Something went wrong, you committed a sin, you should be sad that day. That is true sadness. Why? Let me seek the forgiveness of Allah. And then you should be happy that Allah showed you a door to come out of the sadness by seeking forgiveness. Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal. My brothers and sisters, how should I minimize this? Allah teaches it to you. 14 times in the Qur'an He has told us these qualities of these people. If they do good and they worship me and they believe in the last day, they have no reason to fear nor to be sad. Leave it in my hands and trust me. That's it. If you have tawakkul in Allah, you won't have a problem. What is tawakkul? To lay your trust in Allah and to leave things in the hands of Allah after you did what Allah gave you in terms of capacity to achieve what is right. Let me give you a quick example. People say, hey, there is a virus. Nothing will happen to you except by the will of Allah. We agree. Nothing can ever happen except by the will of Allah. We agree. But when Allah has given you the understanding and the capacity to do some form of precaution, some minimum form of protecting yourself, you need to do that. You need to do that because that part, Allah left it in your hands. Then you lay your trust in Allah. When you have a false trust in Allah, you say, Allah, nothing will happen except by your hands. I'm just going to carry on as though there is no lion in front of me. If the lion will bite, it will bite. If it won't bite, it won't bite. And guess what? Subhanallah, you're bitten and eaten. That is suicide. Because why did you throw yourself when Allah says, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ? Don't throw yourselves with your own hands into destruction and death. That's what Allah says. So I will be in my car, I will close my windows when I'm going to the lion park, and I will make sure I don't misbehave. Then if the lion tears open that roof and mauls the person and eats them up, don't worry. That was always in the taqdeer of Allah in a way that you won't be questioned about it. You played your role and Allah did the rest. But when you did not play your role, then you have to answer to Allah. Why did you pretend like you were a wise crack? That's the word. Wise crack. He thinks he's too sharp, too intelligent. He's the only one who trusts Allah. Not at all. You actually do not trust Allah. Why don't you sit at home and wait for the money to come in? People will come and say, oh, by the way, here's your salary. What work did you do? Where did you go? What happened? Nothing. You got up and you did work. So Allah says He will alleviate for you your fear and your sadness if you believe in Allah. I don't have the time to go through all these 14 verses, but I want to tell you, nearly all of them have mentioned in them of worshipping Allah, doing good deeds and believing in the last day. I just give you one example. Allah says, Inna alladhina amanu, walladhina hadu, wal nasara, etc., etc. The believers, the mu'mineen, those who were Jewish, those who were Christian, etc., etc. Man amana billahi wal yawmil akhir, whoever believed in Allah and the last day, wa amila salihan, and did good deeds, fala khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahzanun. There will be no fear for them, nor will they have any reason to be sad, because they believed in Allah and the last day and they did good deeds. Those are the three things you need. When you do those three, even in this world, Allah will help you so that your sadness comes down, and Allah will help you so that your fear is alleviated. You can walk and you know nothing will harm me except if Allah has written it for me. May Allah bless every one of us.